Oh, guess who forgot their coffee? How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I forgot my key, or my key. I forgot my coffee. Hey, what's up, Mateus? I don't know. It's always hard because depending on where you're from, that name is very different. But how you doing there, Matt? Welcome, 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 everybody. All right, this time instead of just sitting here and chilling and relaxing until everybody gets here, I'm gonna kind of go do some stuff. That's probably a good idea. I need to do some farm runs and stuff real quick. We'll do a farming run while I'm waiting for people to get in the stream. But welcome everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll be getting up and going with the stream here real soon. Just gonna give people a moment to get in here while we do some farm runs. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this raw catfish. Let's see, mush, 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 mush. I gotta find out where I'm supposed to put this mush. Need to buy some more of these flies for overnight. Hey, how's it going? What's up? What's up, Julio? How you doing, man? Hey, greetings from the U.S. How is Mexico right now? How's it going? Perfect timing. What are the plans for today? Today we're going to be doing a very similar thing that we did on our last stream, which means we're going to be looking for some good prices for flips and investments. That's on today's agenda. Right now I'm going to go do a farm run while we wait to get people in the stream. Let's see. We'll go with a prismatic huge. Boom. But yeah, we're going to be doing we're going to be looking through the Grand Exchange and everything, and then doing all that again today. But right now I'm going to go ahead and go do a farm run while we wait for people to get here. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Why does this seem like... It seems like this volume... No, the volume's actually not lower. Huh. I don't know. For some reason on my end it sounds like it's quiet, but I guess that's not a bad thing anyway. Aw, no new dragons. Alright, Elder will remove... Pretty much what I do is I do my farming very, very casually, because farming is so ridiculously fast anyway that I will definitely get 200 million farming way before my other stuff is done with 200 million, so I don't rush it at all. Alright, let's go ahead and put this catfish in here if I can. Let's see, remove content as mush and then put catfish in. Does that work? Ah, you can use the fish on these guys. Okay, I knew I bought the fish for a reason. Made it to alive. How you doing? How you doing, Harambe? We're just doing a farm run while we wait for people to get in here. All right, I don't have to feed my zygos because I've got. I love these things, by the way. These are my shiny zygos. I was like, what I want to do is I want to get my entire farm to be all shiny things that take care of themselves for the most part, for the end game farming. So this is my shiny zygomites. They have Studly, Joyful, and Immune. They both have that, so you don't have to feed them or anything. It's pretty awesome. These are my black dragons that are my royal breeders. Although they're not the most efficient royal breeders, I'll probably end up just replacing these with regular dragons later. I don't really even care about royal breeders, honestly. So probably gonna replace these later, but for now they're in here. Okay, let's remove that, and then we're gonna add. I'm switching all these dragons' food to the catfish. Hey, thank you so much for the sub there, Dead Tech. Thank you so much. Remember that you do get a title in the Discord if you do have that. So thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Doing a little bit of farm run here while I'm letting people get in the stream. Yeah, by the time our farm run is done, people will be in the stream, and then we'll go ahead and get going. But we're going to be doing looking for flips and stuff like that, so it's going to be a fun day. Let's see. What do I need to get rid of here? Let's go sell these. Oh, I don't have Chinchampas yet. Let's sell the dragons off. Okay, buy dragons. I actually need to sell them a lot of dragons. Oh no, I forgot to sell them. Shoot, I knew I forgot something. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I totally forgot to sell him all my extra dragons while the farming was boosted. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, anything worth getting in here? This would normally be worth getting. Like, I would normally go for this because 25 of these Diamond to Hydrix Bear Criminal Bolts is actually quite a bit of money. So I would normally go for this. But I will not worry about it right now, though, or since we're going to be streaming today. Let's see. Baby Chin. Stressed, Glistening, Sparkling. That's actually not a bad Chinchampa. I'll let that one grow a little bit more. Oh, that's the same one. Let's see. Glorious, Lucky. I'm going to remove this. Sometimes I remove them early if they're not going to be anything worth keeping. I'll just remove that too. It just kind of speeds up the process of getting better animals. So that's a good strategy that I would totally recommend. If you don't super care about the most beans and XP per day or whatever, then it's really good to just like pull the animals out and give yourself room for better ones. Sparkling, Unstable, Young at Heart is pretty good actually, but we're gonna go ahead and remove that. Pop it in there. It's a fully grown one anyway, so let's go ahead and remove this one. It's not very good. I'm like running out of space frequently right now. It's because I have all this extra stuff in my space here. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of all the Chinchampas we have in this inventory. Don't want to keep any of these. I don't think I want to keep any of these, right? This one's tempting to keep because it's a 3 trait Chin. I don't know. I think I might keep that one. 3 trait animals can sometimes go for some good money, so it's not a terrible idea just to hold on to the 3 trait stuff you get and then just get rid of the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Usually what I'll do is I'll save up like quite a few 3 trait animals and then just go sell them all at once. Saves time that way too. Like this one right here is a 3 trait Adolescent Zygomite, which is pretty great. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in here. Let's see, boom. And then we'll go ahead and sell off the other one that's not so good. And it's gone. All right, and then we're going to remove the food here. I'm going to replace this food with the catfish again. Why is it? Oh my god. I wish they would fix it so that you can just add the food like anywhere. You have to keep running to different corners of these pens and stuff. It's super obnoxious. What's really obnoxious, honestly, this is so obnoxious. If you, I kind of want to put this in the video. If you stand right here and you click on this to like, you know, edit your animals and stuff like that, you can't add the food from here. It makes you run over to the corner, and every time I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is it making me do this? All right, we'll go ahead and get that. Ooh, we got a money seed. Nice. Okay, so that's it for that dragon pen. Over here, we have another Elder Zygo that'll be sold. Zygospore, we're going to let that one grow. Once again, these are Studley Joyful Immune Zygos, so they don't need anything. These are Studley Joyful Immune Dragons, which I totally forgot about. So actually, I don't need to put anything in this trough, come to think of it. We're just going to remove all of it. There we go. I totally forgot about that, so there we go. Then we're going to come back over here. We're going to sell off our extra dragons again. And then he leaves because he only buys a certain amount. We'll go ahead and get rid of our extra Zygo. I think that's all we have with us, yeah. We just need to go over and plant the money tree, though, that we just got. So let's go ahead and go over here and plant the money tree. Plant, plant, plant. There we go. And then I'm going to go over and do the land lost in time, whatever one, the dinosaur farm really quickly. It's a much shorter farm run, honestly. Hey, good to see you too, Connor, man. How you doing? How do you hope the double XPs are going good for everyone? I haven't started mine yet, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that have, so awesome for you guys. I haven't had time to do mine yet. Oh, well, I have you, man. I saw in a video recent you said the name of someone that I believe I know is the guy's in-game name Pistol, who you said is a known scammer. Yes, Pistols or whatever. Amelia. same person. It's like some neckbeard guy in his basement that makes a whole bunch of anime girl accounts and names them different girls and stuff. And he's a huge scammer and really bad problem for the community. Same LOL got 400 dragons. Nice. Where do I get my thing in Discord for the sub? So if you are linked to the Discord, like your accounts are linked to the Discord and everything, then it should automatically apply your role. So there you go. It's basically like your Twitch should be linked to your Discord, and then that's how it gives you that role from there. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Just double check with me if you don't get your role, and I will look into it. But I've never actually had anybody not get their role, so no way, really. It's really saddening. Yeah, it is. And like, I mean, I'm sure if you watch my content and everything, I don't really say much bad about people, but that person is a very big problem and like really ruining a lot of things. Yeah. His community is the one to pump and dump all the tokens right now. Yeah. They've been pump and dumping the tokens and rares and everything. They've been doing a bunch of fake prices for tokens and rares as well. It's not good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and drop off these items here and then finish our farm run. Then we're going to get into what we were getting into for today's video, which is going to be going through and finding some prices. That way you guys have some good prices and everything to use for your double XP investments and stuff like that. We're going to do some price checks and stuff like that. Very short, like a hiccups. Very shortly. Cure the disease because I did not feed these frogs. Let's see. Okay, we got foot in the mouth. Boom. Whenever it says there's a soggy foot, it's nasty. Then we know what that is. So we'll go ahead and feed the frogs so they don't die. They don't really die, but you know. Golden poison frog is coming. That's nice. Although we already have that one, unfortunately. Let's see. That is a studly female one. That's a male. Ooh, that could be good. That could be good. We'll go ahead and remove this frog. We don't need that. This common green one is not as good, so we'll go ahead and remove that. We'll go ahead. Ooh, good breeding and handsome on this female. This was a female with studly. I think that, yeah, we'll go ahead and remove that and not keep it. And then this last one is a golden poison. We don't need that either. All right, there we go. Cool. So some different frogs. I just need the one frog until my frogs are done. Oh, come on. Just give me some good luck for the frogs to be completed. What does he do? The scammer, I mean? A lot of different things. There's a couple videos about them out actually. You can actually just search on YouTube. You'll find videos, but basically buying and selling gold and items on Scythe. It's a pretty well known real world trading website. Don't go there, by the way. I'm just telling you that for the information. Really don't go there because there's a high chance you're getting your account stolen if you go there. Because like you can click something on there and get your account stolen, so don't do it. But there's just a lot of proof of a lot of things. Long story short, scamming, fake prices, manipulating up prices, dumping all of their extra crap on their members and making them lose billions of gold, buying and selling items and hats and stuff like that. Like everything you can imagine, basically. They were banned from the RS3 Discord for giving death threats to the moderators and all kinds of stuff. They're just a horrible person overall. Okay, we've got a camouflage Jadinko growing and a igneous Jadinko. I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there. And I forgot, what do these eat? This is full of seeds, so seedy mush. Do we have that? Let me see if I can remove mush. And let me see if I can add flour. Will they eat flour? No, they can't. That's not good. All right, we're going to put seedy back in here then. And we've got about 50 people on stream now, which means as soon as we're done with this farm run here, which is almost completed, then I will be going to go and do our main event. So let's see, we've got our Aciatops Acta female that just has producer, Aurum female that has sparkling. We're definitely gonna keep the Aurum, and then we'll leave the rest of that like it is. All right, let's see, meaty mush. So disgusting. Just like think about what that actually is for a second. It's like, All right, we're gonna go ahead and leave them like that. And yeah, the way that my dinosaurs are set up is not for most efficient XP right now. It's just for the breeding log. So like when you see like my frogs over there, I'm not doing frogs because frogs are really good. I'm just doing frogs because I need frogs for the breeding log. All right, that's a male big bone. We're gonna go ahead and gather the produce and then remove this one. And then this Cimitops, which I think is the good one, isn't it? Yeah, the lucidum. Ooh, we might be done with Cimitops actually. I'll have to double check that. The Cimitops one might be completed now. Let's see. Add this back in. All right, we'll go ahead and leave these like they are. Let's go ahead and put these this meat in here though. I'll double check it later, but I think I might be done with Cimitops, which is pretty cool because I think that was the only thing I was missing was just the shiny one. It's pretty much you're pretty much always just missing the shiny one, you know. All right, we've got producer enigmatic female. It's unfortunately not as good as the gen mutation female, so we're gonna go ahead and remove that one. And then we're just gonna put this, and we are done with our farm run. We're gonna go and hop on our grand exchange stuff. I think this is a good way to start these videos actually, rather than just sitting here, because then I get my farm run done. But we did get a pretty massive amount of XP from doing that farm run. That puts me 182 million farming, which means I definitely got at least 500,000 farming from this farm run, which is pretty great. While it's really messed up, it is definitely messed up. Yes. How much did I miss? Nothing really. We're just doing the farming run right now, and then we're going to be getting going here in just a second. So you've missed literally nothing. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. And that's another reason why I like to just kind of start up with, you know, where we're just like doing this kind of stuff for a moment, because then that way people can get in here without missing stuff. All right, Asiatops, take anything I've got, buddy. All right, and then we're going to put the rest of these in the storm barn, and I believe we're done. All right, map palace, go in there. All right, I'm curious. I want to see this real quick. Did I finish it? Asiatops, Lucid, huh? Oh, it was a Cimitops. Oh, I'm missing a Blavum. So it turns out I'm missing a more common one. So that's good. It won't be very difficult to get that one, obviously. All right, let's go ahead and dump this stuff in here real quick. Actually, while I have you guys here, might as well show you some good stuff that you probably should do each day, and it doesn't take very long at all. So I actually don't need these Marcella mushrooms. I don't even know why they're in my inventory right now. But a really good thing to do every day is to click on your teleport on your Terran Quiver, and then go to the mushroom patch. Found out something amazing at Tim Horton instant coffee in your protein shake. You know, honestly, I like Tim Hortons coffee. Picking it up it's pretty good. It's pretty good in the protein shake. I'll have to give it a try. I'm not even sure if I can buy Tim Hortons where I live, but I will try it. So we go here and we do the tomb shroom at the teleport, and then we're going to click on the Xanaris fairy ring on our Grace of the Elves if you have one. Once you get here, you're going to click on your fairy ring again, which I'm so disappointed they changed, because what is this crap? Like, it's so difficult to get around. It was so much easier when it was like separated into two different charts. Like, why is everything all in this? Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, there's my rant on this fairy ring change. But once you get here, you're going to come over here, and you're going to simply click on these tomb shrooms again, and you're going to replant some more tomb shrooms. I do tomb shrooms because they're pretty awesome, honestly. So if I look right here, and we look at our wealth checker, or whatever, our price checker. Let's see. I'm going to add, I'll just add 5 tomb shrooms, right? So 5 tomb shroom seeds is something around 8,000 gold, which you don't need 5 to do this. You just add in these tomb shrooms here. The tomb shrooms are 273,000 gold when you do this. So like the seeds are literally 1589 each and 2731, and you get 50 mushrooms in a single click. It is very good, and you should totally be doing it every day. It's both really good experience and it's really good money. You can also use your beans from your player-owned farm and then make it so that you can instant grow these, and it's crazy good money when the prices are right. The other thing that I'd recommend doing, if you don't mind doing it, is I need to go to back to the max skill real quick to grab a couple items, and I'll show you. This is the other thing that I always try to make sure I do. Let's see. I need to get my Ardoon cloak. And I also need the, what else do I need? Attuned crystal teleport seed. Okay. So if you got those with you, you're just going to right click this. You're going to click on teleports in the Ardoon cloak, and you're going to go to the, oh, not the manor farm like I just did. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, no, wait, my bad. You can't use the Mortania. Yeah, you can't. I was like, can you use the Master Farmer? You can't, because you need to click over here, go to teleports, go to Kandarin Monastery. Don't misclick like me. Once you get to Kandarin Monastery, you can go ahead and refill your prayer if you want to, which is pretty useful. I usually need to. Then you can come right over here, and you can do your Lychee Bush. So as you see, the XP drops are pretty good. Checking it gives you like almost 8,000, then you get something around 600 to 700 for each one of the lychees you pick. And then we'll go ahead and clear this. Clear it, and then we're going to plant lychee seed again. It's very quick to do. And then if you look, these lychees, one seed, oop, that's the wrong seed. One lychee seed is equal to only 627. These 5 lychees, which you usually do get more of these, are worth 32.89 a piece. It may not seem like very much, but sometimes you get a lot more than just 4. Actually, you usually get more than 4. So it actually adds up quite a bit, and you get roughly 10,000 experience per bush is usually what it ends up being, something nearby. So it's pretty awesome, and getting to all these bushes is super easy to do. You can get right here. You said there's a teleport for... Oh, there is. Hey. You know what? When they added all the new teleports and stuff, I really didn't even look at them. So there's a Max Guild one, there's the Kandarin one. Oh, that's good to know. There you go. So thank you for that help. I didn't even look. So apparently you can teleport to Kandarin. I've been using the cloak for like, I don't know, years. So I just didn't even look. All right, so we'll check the bush, get 7,600. I'm gonna go ahead and spam click this to get these. We're gonna clear it, and then we're going to go ahead and plant our lychee seed again. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Attuned Crystal Teleport Seed to go to Kriwis, or however you say it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I knew we had Warrior's Retreat. Okay, so they just added some of the resourceful ones there. That's nice. The good tool teleports. All right, and then we go over here to this lychee bush. And then we will go ahead and get these. And also gives you a chance to get a money tree seed, which is pretty nice. That's worth a lot of money. And then we're going to plant this lychee seed. And then boom. If you only do your player-owned farms, it's totally fine. Like, you will definitely get enough experience to get 200 million farming by just doing that. But the only thing is, though, is you get a lot more chances of getting, like, money tree seeds and stuff like that if you come here and do this. But just doing those 3 bushes, I was able to snag myself about 40,000 gold right here. You can also teleport to another one on the Port Sarum one and then run to that bush, although that bush is a little bit further away, so you can just figure it out. But the thing is, though, is getting nearly 10,000 experience each bush is like, I got pretty close to 30,000 experience right there, and some profit, and a money tree seed. So it's really not bad. And then if you're someone that wants to do herb runs, which I sometimes do herb runs if I feel like doing them, I'm really not going to do one right now with us being on stream and going to be doing other things in the stream today. But right here you can start your herb runs. So once you've completed your bush run, then you can just start the herb run. But I would say that honestly, I would highly recommend that you at least go and do your bushes and tomb shrooms. All right, guys, we are going to start our stream now, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's do it. How's it going, JRG Gaming? How you doing, man? Colt says 116 currently on farming. Can't wait to hit 120. You'll get there real quick. Add those in, man. Like, honestly, doing those, if you're not already doing them, is a really good experience. And then do your herb runs too. I wouldn't bother with trees. Trees just aren't really worth the time or the money anymore. Really. There's only one tree that's really worth doing now, and that would be your Calquat. That's about the only one I would recommend still doing. The rest of them I would probably skip. All right, guys, so this right here is your my Grand Exchange. So if you watched our last stream, then you see this Royal Dragon Leather actually did buys. That's pretty awesome. Last time we saw that there was a pretty big margin of Dragon Leather. I don't think I've done anything since then. No, I haven't. So there we go. If we look down here, let's see. So this is all, wow, we have everything from our last stream in here because I haven't touched my Grand Exchange on this account at least. So Royal Dragon Leather right here. We've got 3861 for the Royal Dragon Leather as the instant sell, and the instant buy was 4,000. So what we did though is we put in an offer that was like, I'm gonna let this offer sit here and see if it'll sell at 4064. It did. And then also we went below that and see how we had 38.61 on the instant sell, and it went for 37.51. So if we look at what the margin ended up actually being on here, it ended up being like this. It was 37.51 plus, or sorry, we need to do this the other way around. 40.64 was our sale minus 37.51. That's 313 per hide. We take that times 10,000 because that's how many you can buy. And that flip actually ended up being 3.1 million if you use those stretched margin goals right there. So what I remember when we originally looked at those prices, it was something around 2 million. So you can actually bump that up by a full million by just going for those stretch prices. So kind of like I said last time in the last stream, definitely make sure you stretch prices when you can, and you can definitely stretch prices on things like Royal Dragon Leather. So there you go. Also, our Saren Godbow did sell. I just left it in there after the stream, and I was like, it'll sell, and it did. It definitely took a while, but it definitely did sell off. So. All right. 1 second here. I'm going to switch our music around real quick, and then we'll be good to go. All right. Oh, I got my thing playing twice here. Okay, so let's see. Okay. There it is. I was like, where's the music at? Wait, how do I have two music? That's what was going on. I was like, how do I have two music playing at the same time? I'm so confused. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. That's what I'm trying to figure out this entire time, is how I have two different sources of music playing. I'm so confused. Where is my music coming from? Just 1 second, guys. I need to make sure that I need to make sure that we only have this music coming from the one place, because that would not be good for sure that we only have this music coming from. Well, there's that. I'm really trying to find this. Here, I'm going to close some of these tabs out. Where is our music playing from? 1 second, I'll find it, I'll find it. I'm so confused. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand where our music is coming from. 1 second. Pretzel Rocks. I'm so confused. I just closed out of my sound thing. Where is the music coming from? Okay, can everyone hear music? Give me a quick test. Can you guys all hear the music too? Oh, it's coming from Streamlabs OBS? What is it playing in Streamlabs? Oh, the music player. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, problem solved. Oh my god. So I haven't used that in forever. Why did it just randomly start playing? Okay, okay. My bad, everybody. My bad, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for being patient. I was really confused. I was like, what is going on? Okay, so for some reason, my music player, yeah, for some reason that started playing. So, okay, now that I know what's up, got my trading card stuff here. Okay, let me get our actual music that's supposed to be playing. Oh no, I hope that this stream doesn't get blocked because it wasn't on, because I don't know what I was playing. Okay, so basically there is a music player built into Streamlabs that you can use, And I don't know why, but when I hit play, it started playing that and not playing my other one that was supposed to be playing. Okay. Anyway, we're good to go. This is what it's supposed to be playing. That was very confusing because I didn't even open it up. But all right. Anyway, whatever. Let's keep going with it. So, oh, and that would explain why it seems so quiet on my end too. All right, papaya trees are profitable if you don't dig up the seed, just let it regrow. Yeah, but the only thing is though, is like you want to get good experience while you're getting that profit. Otherwise, you might as well just flip or something. I feel you on that though, that you can just go and like collect fruit from trees, but it doesn't usually end up being worth the time. All right, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and test some prices on some stuff though. Let's look at something. Let's look at Baneite. So obviously, we've had a bump or two here along the way in our stream, so I'm going to give you guys something really good to start with. Hey, thank you so much for the follow there. Alright, so Bane Plate Bodies +4. These are a really good item that you can both invest in or flip in. So, these are really good because people will use these as a mid-range, like a mid-level way of power training the smithing experience. So for that reason, it's a pretty expensive method to do. And usually those types of methods have very good margins on the items themselves. So this right here is very, very good at times. And it looks like it's going to be good today. So our instant buy on Bane Plate Body +4 is at 900,000 gold, which is pretty wild. We're going to go ahead and instant sell. Yes, I know that I am selling it for way less than what it's worth. And we got 814,316. So that's pretty awesome. So that is a margin of, let's see how much that's going to end up being. So 900,000 minus 814,316 is equal to 85,684 each. Take that times 100, and we've got 8,568,000 per flip. So if you remember on our last stream, I showed you one that was like a 20 million flip. This one right here at times can be something pretty close to that. So just like kind of mess around with these margins. With the instant sell being 814,316, I would definitely try to buy these for a lot less. I would probably try something just over 700 and see if they buy. But we saw right here that they do sell for 900,000, which is pretty awesome. So you can definitely stretch this margin to make it go above 10 million on the flip. But Bane Plate Bodies +4 are a very common item for me to buy up a ton of these when it's not double XP, and then sell them when it is double XP. It's been pretty awesome, actually. As far as how's the volume on it, actually pretty good. And the reason why is because this is the final plate body for the Bane. So when it comes to Elder Rune or Bane, the final plate body usually has a lot of volume because the people that aren't going to do burial armor for the max XP per hour are usually going to make these instead, because it is a much cheaper route to go and craft these, smith these to +4s than it is to do burial. Or for Elder Rune Plate Body, it's much cheaper for you to buy the 4s and turn them into 5s than it is to do burial. So the money tight people will make these. So it ends up being a lot of these in the market, which is pretty awesome. And then selling these is usually a breeze because people need to buy thousands of them, like a couple thousand or whatever in order to do their smithing experience. So they do usually buy and sell very quickly and easily. And when it comes to the smithing stuff, the Elder Rune stuff and the Bane stuff are usually the ones I stick with because the ones below that end up being a lot lower volume and they can be a lot more difficult to buy. Any idea why Black Dragon Hide and leather prices dropped so much during last double XP and has continued going down? Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure, and it's something that impacted me pretty greatly because I had a couple million leathers and I definitely lost money on those. Yeah, my leather investment didn't go very well. Hey, thank you so much for ilikecats.com. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why they've gone down like that, honestly. I really don't. My only guess is that people are doing a lot more PVM, so there's more in the game, and the fact that you can now buy 5,000 of the Dragonstones and stuff like that rather than only having to buy 1,000 means more people are moving over to Dragonstones because Dragonstones are a lot more fun to do and are usually about the same cost of what Royal was. So for that reason, the price is not going to be up there. Tatis says Raksha. So if Raksha did Raksha have Royal Dragon Hides for the here, I'll take a look real quick. Did they have Royals for the drop table? Raksha. Let's take a look at it really quick here. So if we look at Raksha, we come down here. All I see is the Black Dragon Hide. Doesn't look like it had any kind of impact on the Royal. And Royals took a huge bomb. But if Black did get cheaper because of this, then that would bring down the price of Royals a bit too. So it was probably likely a combination of the two things of, number one, people starting to do gems because gems are honestly better. And that combined with the price of Black Dry Hides going down and pulling those down. So it's probably both put together. I would say it's a pretty safe bet. But there you go. I guess that just shows you though that just because something is a certain price for a really long time doesn't mean it'll always stay that price. So it's something to keep in mind. Let's look up a water orb. So this is one we had a suggestion yesterday. I want to see what they're going for today. This is a 5,000 buy limit, and this is also a very common one for people to invest into. So let's see how they're going. 67.58 on the instant buy, and our instant sell is currently 64.57, which is pretty great. Fake ID, thank you so much for the follow. That's actually a pretty great margin, actually. That's actually like really good. So we have 67.58. We're going to subtract 64.57. And that is equal to 301. Take that times 5,000 for the buy limit. And without stretching any of the margins, we're at 1.5 million on the flip, which is pretty great. Water orbs, I know they sell really quickly when you put them in for sale. They can buy a little bit slower. But overall, really great item to do. And 1.5 million profit right now, which is pretty awesome. Honestly, if you're flipping anything over 1 million on these types of supplies, then it's a great supply. I would say that is definitely worth your time if you're getting something over 1 million. Let's see. What's the volume? Oh, let's see. Do you think it would be better to buy Appraisal Codex now during double XP, or would they get cheaper afterwards? I still don't have any 299 prayers and been wanting to invest in one. Honestly, I'm not going to be able to give you an accurate answer on that. And the reason why is because PVM stuff in general has been kind of hard to follow lately because of how many PVM updates they've been doing. And I definitely see them doing more PVM updates, like more frequent PVM updates right now, because that is usually what brings people back to the game, is like those PVM updates and the new 120 skills. So because of those two reasons, I would honestly say that it's really hard to know what's going to happen with that kind of stuff. Usually, before double XP and during double XP, prices will be lower on PVM stuff, and then after double XP, it goes up. So going by that, I would say that right now should be a good time to buy Appraisal Codex, Appraisal Wand, whatever you want to do. I see you're wanting the Appraisal Wand. Like all that gear stuff is usually better priced during and right before double XP. If we look at Saren Godbow, there wasn't much of a dip, and oh wow, okay, so the price actually adjusted overnight. But yesterday, this was like 1675, or on our last stream, it was like 16. It was something close to 1680, and then if you look at our history here, we had like 1655 for the sale overnight. We had 1656 on the instant buy. So it was lower by at least 20 million than the mid price. So like PVM stuff usually is lower right now. So just kind of look at the prices and kind of like go your best guess on that. I would say there's not a big chance of it like bombing in price right now because we don't have a lot of reason for that to happen. Same thing with Spirit Weed Seed. Those are being crashed hard by Raksha. That makes sense. Hidden Bot Farm. I don't actually believe in the Hidden Bot Farm stuff. Spirit Cobra Pouch. Yeah, we could check out Spirit Cobra Pouch. Let's do it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and click this. Instant buy 20,000, so it's below mid, which is good. But they're at a pretty high price, though. 21,265 is a pretty high mid price, so just because it's buying a little bit below mid, don't think it's super safe. 19,762, so overall, not the best margin on this, honestly. I would say that this would be something to avoid right now, because this is one that will take a little bit more time to buy and sell. On top of the fact the margin is not that great for an item with 5,000 buy limit, and it's also one that's like kind of pumped up a little high. I would say this is one would be something that we'd probably avoid. Now, that doesn't mean it's just horrible and you couldn't do it, but we just have so many other things that are much better, much more stable right now to worry about than to do something that's like not really the greatest looking thing to me. What are you streaming 2 platforms? I am, yeah. I would just get it and use it to make GP easier. Yeah, and what he said right there is kind of the rule of thumb for PVM items. Like if you look in here, I fairly recently bought like an Inquisitor staff. I bought my Inquisitor staff for 280, like 280, 290 when they went down to 280, 290 because I was like, they're definitely going to go up to 400 or 500. I just kind of knew they were going to go to 400 or 500, so I bought an Inquisitor staff for something like that. They went up to like 550 or so, and I didn't sell it, and now it's at 420. But here's the thing about that Inquisitor staff and why it doesn't matter if I would sell it, you know, to make some money or whatever. Or even if I had bought it at 550 and now it's at 420. If you're buying a PVM piece that's expensive like this, like, you know, 500 million, 400 million is definitely expensive for a piece of gear, for sure. It's more than a scythe. It is qualified as expensive. So when you're buying something like this that's going to be expensive, it better be something you're planning on using right now. So if you're planning on using it right now, you're going to make some good money with it. You're going to make whatever money that you would potentially lose in it if the price is going to fluctuate by like 50 to 100 million. So if you bought a appraisal 1 right now, and then next week it's 100 million less, that's probably not going to matter because you made money with it. Now, if it dropped 500 million, that'd be a little more significant, but chances are that's not going to happen. So I wouldn't stress it out too much. I would just make sure you're buying the PVM gear you're going to actively use, and don't like just stock up a whole bunch of crap just because you want it and you're not going to use it for months. And you know, as long as you avoid that pitfall, you'll be fine. Let's see. That's understandable. Thank you for input. It helps a lot and gives me more understanding. For sure. Are the Water Fiend and Ripper Demons pouches any good for flipping? They can be, but they're usually unstable. I will say that. Let's go ahead and check a Ripper Demon and see what they're doing right now. There's a pretty high demand for Ripper Demon pouches, so they do usually sell pretty quickly when you're going to sell them, but they're very unstable and they can like go up and down like 5 or 10,000 pretty frequently. And if your margin you're trying to work with is like 1,000, then you could lose money on them. So just keep in mind with that. It's just what I'm trying to say with that basically is that it's a risky item to buy for overnight. It's not going to be that big of a deal if you're just going to buy one to like flip it actively right now. But if you're going to do it overnight, it might be something you'll consider not stocking up 5,000 of them. All right, let's go ahead and instant sell it though and see what we got. 96.4. So there's not even really a margin right now. It's like 96.4 to 96.9. Looking at that and knowing how Ripper Demons usually are, I would say that you can definitely buy or sell them for outside of this range. 96.9 could be a pretty accurate sell price. I feel like 96.4 is a little more than you have to pay. I would try to offer nothing higher than 96,000 right now, and then just wait for them to buy, and then flip them for a 900 profit. If you do that, that would be pretty awesome. At 500 a piece, you're looking at, I don't have to do the math obviously, but at 500 profit each, you're looking at 2.5 million, which is wonderful, seems really good. But like I said though, these do fluctuate quite a bit, so I would probably personally not bother flipping Ripper Demons unless you're getting at least 3 million profit from the flip. So if I went 96,000 to 96.9, then that would be 4.5 million profit, and that would definitely be worth flipping it and be worth the risk. If we look at Water Fiends really quick, let's go ahead and check those out, because I know that's another one you mentioned. Let's check them out. Water Fiends are one that I would say have a bit of a higher risk during double XP, because these are ones that people usually use outside of double XP, because despite the fact that archaeology is improved during double XP, it's not as much of a bonus as other skills. So realistically, people shouldn't be doing archaeology on double XP, and for that reason, you're going to have a little bit less demand for the binding contract Water Fiend outside double XP. But we can see what the prices are looking at right now, how stable they are. Looks like we've got a pretty wacky price here. Actually, we have 48,150 to 48,950. So that's a really good margin. So if we go 48,957 minus 48,150 is 807. Take that times 5,000. We're getting a 4 million margin. So kind of like I mentioned with the Ripper Demon, I would make sure you're getting at least 3 million on the flip. And yeah, 4 million is definitely worth risking it on these, I'd say. So yeah, that's a great item right there. So you can go and buy Water Fiends for 48,150 right now and sell them for 48,957. And I would probably keep it something similar to that. And also that I would say that this buy price of 48,150 looks like it's probably a real buy price. This 48,957, okay, that's just below mid. So I'd say those numbers are pretty accurate, and you're not going to get much better than that unless you're doing it for like a longer term buy. So anyway, it's really good though. I mean, like 4 million. There you go. It's good. I'm gonna check the price of this Royal Dragon leather actually too, and see what they are instantly selling for today. 38.56. So there we go again. I instant sold that Royal Dragon leather 38.56, which I think is like pretty much the same thing as we did before. Oh, it's gone now, but like I'm pretty sure it's really close to what we had before, if not the exact number. But as you can see though, I slow bought it for 37.51. So once again, it looks like Royal Dragon leather could have a pretty fat margin again. I would probably honestly, what's the mid? Mid's 4,000. Right now, I would try to flip Royal Dragon leathers for 37.51 to 4,000. So that'd be 250 profit each. That's a 2.5 million flip on Royal Dragon leathers right now. Honestly, I'd say there's a pretty solid chance you'd be able to get that. So that'd be pretty awesome. War Tortoise pouches have a 4,000 margin right now. Are they safe though? I would say that War Tortoises are safe to do like 1,000 at a time. But War Tortoises are... There was a time when I bought into War Tortoises and they dropped by 10,000. It just happened. I don't know why. They just dropped by 10,000. So I would just make sure you're not overbuying War Tortoises, just like you wouldn't want to overbuy the Ripper Demons and Water Fiends. On those, despite the fact they have a 5,000 limit, I would probably go in and buy 1,000 at a time. On other pouches, I wouldn't worry about it too much, and I'd buy as many as you wanted to. Like if you're buying yaks, buy 5,000. Who cares? But when you look at these more unstable things that could change pretty frequently, do 1,000 at a time. And also, I mean, 1,000 is still gonna be a lot of money, though. You know, like if you're doing on the Ripper Demons, if you're doing 96 to 96.9, that's a 900,000 flip on 1,000. So it's pretty awesome still. Do you think Divine Charges will go back up in price? No, I don't think so. I know we have a lot of PVM stuff going on right now, and there's a lot of PVM stuff that's probably going to be coming out, but the problem is this song is not good. I'm going to switch this song real quick. Get this out of here. So the thing is with the PVM updates is that would normally make them go up, but if you haven't looked into the Divination update, the Divination update is pretty significant on bringing in a whole bunch of energies. So we're going to see a drop in energy prices for sure. A drop in energy prices means a drop in the Divine Charges. So I would expect them to go down a little bit more. Bought a Seismic Wand today for 74. Haven't dropped so low in months. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it at something around 70 or 68 or whatever in like a pretty recent time, but 74 is a good buy for sure. Fake ID, you ever look into scrolls like Ripper Demon Scroll, etc.? Yeah, definitely. Oftentimes you can make a pretty good amount of money by churning these into scrolls, but scrolls themselves are a really good flip because people need the scrolls to do the Ripper Demons, so especially Ripper Demon Scrolls, for example, are a great flip, and they're definitely worth looking into. Michael says, let me get this right, or Mikhail, I'm not sure which one it is. If someone out there is doing the same flip you're doing, but he has priority on the item and will buy it earlier because he's like 1 GP undercutting, does that affect the price of the item? It depends on what you mean by affect the price of the item. If you mean by affect the price of the item like changing the mid price, it will eventually, because that means that the price is going away from mid. It'll go in the direction it's going. But as far as like if somebody else is, let's say for example you're trying to buy Royal Dragon leathers and somebody else is overcutting you by 1 gold, I would just sit there and wait. You can definitely sit there and battle with that person and like overcut. But here's the deal, and this is something I try to teach people in the high volume section of the Patreon. So on our Patreon, in the Discord, we have a section called High Volume. So High Volume is 100% focused on doing. Hang on one second. Is 100% focused on doing the bulk items. So like the items we're looking at right now, that is what high volume is for. And so one of the biggest things I try to show people is that you don't need to sit there and constantly update and battle with people. Update. It's obnoxious, it's time consuming, and ends up not being worth your time. If you just throw in your offer and then just leave it, and then check it after a while to see if it moved, it's a much better idea. Because when the other person has bought all their dragon leathers, for example, then your dragon leathers are going to buy. So if you just wait it out, you'll be good. The only time it doesn't work for waiting it out is if the price of the item has just shifted completely. Like let's say you were buying $37.51 for dragon leathers, and then now the prices are just never going below $3,800. Then that means you're probably going to have to update, which you'll know that when you come back and double check. But overall, I would definitely say don't sit there and try to battle with people over the prices. Like, will that change the margin? Does it make you wait longer for years to buy and sell? It usually just makes you wait a little bit longer. It doesn't usually actually change the margin. Like, for example, if I'm buying leathers at $37.51, you're buying leathers at $38.56 because you found this price, and then we're both selling at $4,000. They're probably going to continue selling at $4,000. It's just that you're going to get a lower margin than what I'm going to get, and you're going to move yours a little bit faster than what I'm going to move mine. But flipping is not about how fast you flip something. It's about how much money can you make on that flip. If my flip's going to take me an extra 5 minutes, but I'm going to make an extra million over you and do less work, I'm definitely taking that route. And that's the route you should try to take too. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. One real quick second. I'm going to grab some water, and then I'm going to come right back, and we're going to do some more flipping. So 1 second. All right, I'm back already. Like I said, it wasn't only gonna take us a minute. Also, this song is wonderful and all, but it's a little choir that I'm looking for. Let's see. Abstract and animation. Oh, that's a video playlist. We're gonna find some music here. Ethereal and ambient. After party. Oh, let's see. I want something kind of chill, but nothing that's like super chill. Alright, this will work. Alright. Here we go. Thank you, Dr. Joe, for chilling, man. See you soon. Appreciate your streams. Hope to see more of them, and thank you for answering your questions. For sure, dude. Ask any questions you have. Do you gonna make drop party in Falador? I don't do drop parties in Falador, no, but I do often do giveaways in the Discord. If you're gonna rap the new DJ Khaled song is fire, I'll check it out. I can't play it on here, but I'll definitely check it out sometime. All right. Let's jump into it. Let's look at some more stuff. Let's look at something that's like a little bit higher priced. Let's see what kind of stuff. Let's see what the God Wars Dungeon stuff is doing, because God Wars Dungeon is something we did not look into yesterday. Let's see where it's at. So this, you can definitely do bigger price items too. You don't have to do all the bulk stuff we've been doing. Although the bulk stuff is really great and usually goes crazy during double XP. So that's the reason why I do like to show it for double XP. How much money do you recommend having to start flipping? It really depends on your skill level. And the reason why is because people with like more knowledge of flipping can start flipping with lower amounts of money. Usually the people that have that knowledge don't have lower amounts of money though, so it's kind of like a weird spot. I would recommend you have at least 20 million before you really start flipping though. Because flipping with lower than 20 million, you can definitely do it, but unless you have exact prices handed to you, you're going to have a hard time making a good solid profit. Like as you can see right here where I'm putting all these prices on screen and stuff like that, if you have these kind of prices, then you can start making money with like, 2 million. But like doing price checking and figuring out everything on your own is a lot harder to do when you have less money to work with. It also makes it so you can only like have 1 or 2 things going at one time rather than like 8 things going at one time. If you're in our Discord, you can check out our open flipping sections we have in there to get ideas as well. Anyone can use those. We have quite a few flipping sections in there people can use. If you want to get exact buy and sell prices, you guys can check out the Patreon as well. That is discounted for the rest of this month. All right, so Bando's chest point here. Bando's chest point. Bando's chest plate is instant buy at 50.90, which is pretty awesome. So with how our double XPs have been, some of these prices have been kind of weird. Because normally on double XPs, all this stuff is lower in like the first couple days. But with it being 20 days long, not everyone is like, feeling the pressure of starting their double XP right away. As you can see with mine, having not even started yet, a lot of people do that. And then also too, stuff like, melee equipment in general usually ends up being something that people end up like buying up during double XP because they want to go use the Scythe or Dragon Rider Lance or something like that and AFK things and get XP. So for a few different reasons there, items can go up quite a bit. Now, I could obviously set this in there for, like instant sell it, but the thing is I don't really need to. If you put a buy price in there for somewhere between 4.4 and 4.5, then you will probably buy this Bando's chest plate. And that means that it has something like a 500k plus margin right now, which is pretty awesome. The way that I can make that assumption is because if you look at the price of market price 43.54, and we see how it's buying this much over right now at 50.90. Is that a sustainable rise that is just a naturally occurring rise? No, it's not. Which means that with it being this much over mid, this is more of a hype price and it is something created by an event, which is double XP, right? So for that reason, the buys will be all over the place. There usually ends up being, I wish I had like the whiteboard like we used to have in the older videos, but like it just means that the buy points and sell points are going to be like spread out all the way up to 50.90 and maybe higher. It's not quite as tight. If I was to buy this Bando's chest plate at 4,500, then there's probably a much tighter spread of offers between the mid price and 4,500. But with it being this much higher, it's probably very spread out. What that means is that your chances of buying this for close to mid are pretty high, actually, and you should definitely start something close to mid. Don't assume that just because this is 50.90 that you need to offer 4,900 or 4,800 or whatever to start. You don't have to, or you don't have to offer 5 million or whatever. That'd be a bad idea. Definitely try to offer a low amount and go for a bigger margin because items like this have bigger margins during double XP and you will never hit those bigger margins if you don't aim for them. Just remember that. You're never going to hit the bigger margin if you don't aim for it. I'm never going to hit a home run if I don't try to hit a home run. Let's see, how much money... Oh, I already read that one. What do you think about Elder Rune Round Shield +2 being like 10k instant sell? The +2 and +3 items is like they're very infrequently traded. So you can find massive margins on those things, massive, like huge. Like you can probably buy one for 10k and sell it for 100k. But you're not going to get very many of them bought and sold. So that item right there is very similar to other items like here, let me see if I can find, let's see, what's a good example for this? Let's see, Grand Magic Potion is sometimes like that. Let's see, Magic Potion 2, here's a great example. Watch what I will probably buy and sell this Magic Potion 2 for. Some guy just sold them for 100,000. Alright, there we go. I instant bought it for 9,700 on this Magic Potion 2. The mid price is 1,538. Now watch when I go ahead and sell this. Oh, surprise, it doesn't sell. Ask me if I'm shocked. I'm not shocked. So, we just bought this for 9,700. How is nobody buying this Magic Potion 2 for 1,538? And one of you probably just bought this. But the reason why is because there's no volume of this. It's so low volume. When you have an item like this that's so low volume, and there are not regular buyers and sellers in the market, then you will get crazy wild offers. Same thing happens with all those +2, +3, sometimes not so much +4, but like the +2s and +1s. That's the two big ones. The +1s and +2s. Hardly ever bought, hardly ever sold. So even if you do see a wild number on that, don't get too excited because it's going to be really hard to move them. Mersmay says, please save for the Elderrune +5 plate body good. Yes, very good. All of the Elderrune +5 stuff is very good. All the Elderrune +4 stuff is very good. All the Bane +4 stuff is very good. Is it worth getting +2 and making it into +4 and 5 and then reselling? If you can get the +2 for a good price, then yes. But kind of like I just said, it's really hard to buy. You may have a hard time buying enough of them to make it worth your time. But if you just leave an offer in there for a long time, like leave an offer in there for like a week or whatever, or probably a whole week, but leave it in there for a few days and then let them buy, and you can make some good money doing that. Yes. Oops, I just put that in my bank. Whatever. I jumped from YouTube to Twitch. Is it better for you, right? Yeah. So Twitch is a little bit better. Yes. The reason why Twitch is a little bit better for viewing is just because that does help us be higher ranked on Twitch, which gets us a little bit better views. Celestial says, what is the balance between taking the extra time to get a better margin and writing up a slot that could be making more money? Sometimes I feel like it's a waste of time for trying for an extra 10 GP per item. That's a very good question, and it's also one that's pretty much impossible to answer with like a super straight answer, because that is 100% going to depend on your experience. It's going to just totally depend on your experience. You will over time just know if it's like worth your time to go for that stretch or not that stretch. Like for example, when we're talking about these other items in here, and thank you so much for the follow there, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for everyone who signed up for the Patreon page. You can check that out down below. That is the number one way to support the channel. Thank you so much for you guys for keeping the channel active, and I hope you guys do enjoy your 1 to 3 billion gold per month for doing that. All right, so if we look right here at the Royal Dragon Leather, like I said, I know from doing these for a long time that I could buy the Royal Dragon Leather for $37.51. If you were on our last stream, then you just saw me type that number in, and you were probably like, where'd you get that number from? I just knew that. I knew that number was like a common stretch for this item because I've been doing them for a very long time. Even though my instant sell was $38.56, I knew it would buy for over 100 lower. So it's just something you're gonna pick up over time of just doing the items. Like, you know, you'll understand what you're able to do and like what you're able to get away with as you're doing these. So, is it worth the time to go for a better margin? Yes, it is when it is. And it's going to be up to you to just kind of learn when it's going to be worth it or not. If you're in our flipping sections in our Discord, we will usually say stretch buy or stretch sale, when that means that it's a good idea to stretch and go for a better buy or a better sell. Hey, Panda Express, thank you so much for the follow. Man, Panda Express sounds really good right now. I bought 5 +2s for like 50,000 each. Hey, there you go. Not bad. Just remember to calculate how much the bars are to make them into the +5s though. Actually, let's check out an Elderrune bar right now, because Elderrune bars are often really good. That'd be a really good item for us to jump into. Wait, what? What is going on with my Grand Exchange? What is it doing? Okay, that was really weird. That was super weird. You guys see what I'm glad you're on here to see what was going on. It was pulling up like Rune Bar or something. I don't know what it was doing. All right, so let's go and instant buy the Elderrune bar as my GE is breaking. We'll just lose my entire account here. So our instant buy is 14,989 on our Elderrune bar. We're gonna instant sell this Elderrune bar, and boom, we get 14,510, which is actually pretty fantastic. So if you look right here, this is really solid. So 14,989 minus 14,510, we get 479 each, and we're gonna take that times, it's 10,000, right? Yeah, it's 10,000. That is a fantastic margin. Okay. If anyone's watching right now that is doing flips with us, I would for sure hit this one. Be patient. Don't cut the prices. You don't need to. 4.8 million a flip on Elder Rune bars. And it's so solid because these right here are selling just below the mid price, which means that is a very stable, safe flip. Wow. It's not often you see a very stable, safe flip for 4.8 million gold. Here's the deal with the Elder Rune bars too. Even if this number drops pretty significantly, during double XP, I have seen it where the price has been low and then just all of a sudden has gone up significantly, like seemingly out of nowhere, when all of a sudden like people just came in and bought a whole bunch of them to do their smithing with. I've seen the Elder Rune bar go up almost 1,000 gold because like people were just like, oh, it's cheap, and they bought up a whole bunch of them. So it's a very stable item that you should be very, very patient with. But that's awesome. Let's look up another Elder Rune thing. Actually, let's look up something that I often do myself, and that would be an Elder Rune armor set +5. So Elder Rune armor set +5 are really good for a couple reasons. Number one, their margins are often just ridiculous because it is a very uncommon item. Honestly, the only way these come in the game, the only way they come in the game is by people specifically going and making the sets and then selling the sets in the Grand Exchange. The reason why that's so rare is because usually if someone is making these sets, then they're going to go use them themselves for burial armor. So they don't ever usually actually get into the Grand Exchange unless someone is just like dumping off their stock, or the 10 people in the world that are doing this as a money-making method, which is a really annoying money-making method, I'm just going to tell you. So they're pretty rare to get in here. What that often makes happen is that you can kind of make up the price in these Elder Rune armor sets. I've done stuff like this right here where I instant bought it for something like this. So this is 76.19. I've been in here in this same situation where I would buy it for something like 7.5 when the mid was something like this, and I'd sell them for 8 million a piece. So actually what I'm gonna do right now is I got that for 76.18.999. That tells me that somebody with the brain is flipping this because they put a smart sale price. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in here though, and I'm gonna do 76.99998, and I'm gonna put in there because I'm gonna test my little theory here that I just told you guys. So we got 76.18999. I'm gonna go for just 80,000 more, just 80k more here, and do 76.99998. And the reason why I'm doing this, just 80k more here, is because I'm hoping this is going to move while we're on stream. If I was doing this for real, though, I would do something like, you know, selling it for 8 million or something close to 8 million. We'll see if this moves, though. Now, here's the other thing, too. I could probably buy this Elder Rune armor set for something just above the mid. So let's go 71, 71, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go ahead and buy 99 of them because I have the one that I bought here, so we have 99 left in the limit. I'm gonna go ahead and try to buy 99 of them. We'll see if any of these buy. Now, there's a couple of reasons why they're good, and I told you one of them is because they're so rare, and when people want to do this training method, they'll just straight up buy them instant buy. They always just straight up buy them instant buy because it's a very expensive training method, like very expensive now. And so whoever is doing that training method, they don't care about money. They're just gonna instant buy it and get it done. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down here, try to get this, and I'm gonna try to sell them up here. These could sell because of the people jumping here and instant buying them. These could buy because there's not often people buying them because they don't think they exist. So the last thing about these, though, is that for any reason you think that you might lose money on these, you can just simply open up the sets and then sell all the pieces for possibly a profit. So it's pretty awesome. Do you think that uncut D stones will ever spike up to 12 to 15k like they did years ago? Currently, I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna say the reason why no is just because of the fact that Jagex is coming out with more and more ways of them to come in the game. You know, they keep on putting them on drop tables and stuff like that, and so there's a lot of them coming in the game. But they could go up to that much again if Jagex just for a while stops giving us ways of getting them. If we stop getting ways of getting them, they'll be just like, you know, Drygors. Like if we look at a Drygor really quick, and I go in Drygor Longsword, this thing is 53 million gold. A lot of you probably remember when Drygor Longsword was like 15 million. Do you remember when Drygor Mace was 8 mil? It wasn't that long ago. It was like just before COVID, just before the pandemic. This thing was like 8 or 9 mil. Now it's 45 million. The reason why they're 45 million is because there's a lot more people playing the game right now because of COVID and all that kind of stuff. But also, who does Cal Fight King anymore? And that's the only way for us to get these. So since they haven't given us ways to get those, they just go up. So as people do less things that do Dragonstones, they could definitely go up because at one point it was really good. Is flipping skipping tickets good profit? It's honestly, if you say that out loud, it's kind of like you're skipping through the question. Let's go ahead and find out. They are usually good, yes. Let's go ahead and do the not skipping ticket. Maybe not. Tower? Nah. Let's do this one right here. Let's do the puzzle box. Oh wow, I think that's a good price in this one. Let's go ahead and do the puzzle box. They are usually good though, yes. Instant buy, 1261 right at mid. Instant sell, 1250. So right now, not the greatest margin ever. There's a like 11.5k margin on them, which is not terrible since they have a 200 buy limit. If we're doing 200 times 11,500, we're getting 2.3 million, so it's not bad. But I would say that these often have a much better margin, actually. What you could do is put an offer in for like 1201 or 1210 overnight or over a good period of time, buy them up, and then sell them all. That would also make it so this 200 buy limit, by the way, would not be as relevant because you could buy a few buy limits overnight and then possibly wake up to like a 15 mil profit or something. That'd be pretty sweet. So they are good, but yeah. Drago go up because of rumbling components. Rumbling components needs to make the amulet. Yeah, that kind of like when I say that people are playing and doing PVM, like that's kind of what I mean. Like everything encompassing PVM. So that's like making perks and using them for weapons and everything. But yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, people use them for components. You did costume tickets yesterday for a 3.5 million profit. Nice. Yeah, they are often usually good. Yeah. Do you think investing is generally better yet riskier than daily flipping? Investing is definitely usually riskier than flipping, but it all depends on how much risk you're taking on. If you're doing very solid things, then it's not very risky. But if you're doing very risky things, then yeah, it's pretty risky. You can kind of control the amount of risk that you're doing in investing. All right, let's go ahead and do. Let's see. I want to do this. Barbarian hard mode. Wave 9, I think it is. I think it's wave 9, or is it wave 10? Is it wave 10 or is it wave 9? No, it's not 10. It's not 9. It's 8? It's 7. Which one is the expensive one? Wave 9. Or did these go down? Oh, there we go. Barbarian Assault Hard Wave 10. That's the right one. Okay, so as you see, this Barbarian Assault one is so much more than the other ones. And if you don't have any idea why, you're probably like, why is that one 10 more than... It's like 12 times the price of the other ones, right? I'm going to go ahead and instant buy one of these bad boys right now. Look at that. You notice they have a 10 buy limit. Cocaine. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm being followed by drugs, everyone. So 2.4 mil. Boom. 600,000. All right, 600K. I'm gonna instant sell this. 551. So these have a decent margin of 49,000 right now, which is not bad. That's a 490,000 flip on these hard wave 10s because of the fact that the 10 buy limit. But this is a very rarely traded item. So you can definitely trade something closer to mid, and what I'm really going to go by is this price right here. So that's 600K. What I would probably do is I would probably try to buy these for like 470 or 480 or something like that, and sell them for the 600. This is a very low volume item though, so I wouldn't try to like hardcore stock these up, and I also would not expect these to move very fast. What these are used for is people use these to spam complete basically on the Barbarian Assault hard mode and be able to get the most bonus experience per hour. It's a really good strategy to use. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take these out because we're not gonna end up having time to stay here for the entire time. But let's see what this instant sells for and see what I could have bought them for. And there we go. Look at that, 7.2 million. So kind of I was talking about is probably just over mid. I was just too low on it, so I probably would have. I might have gotten them at this price, but I probably would have had to update. But 7.2, that's pretty fantastic. If we look back here, 7.2 on the buy, 76.18 on the sell. Guys, that is a 419,000 margin. 419,000 on the margin times 100. That is a 41.9 million flip, potentially, if you successfully buy all these and sell all these. Which I'm telling you, it's not hard to buy and sell these things. So there you go. We're finishing off today with a pretty much 42 million gold flip that you can do right now if you'd like to. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this stream. I am going to hop off now and go to the gym. So I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys like this kind of flips, you want to see more flips like this, giant, huge, massive margins, be sure to check out our future streams. And then also, if you would like to support the channel and also make 1 to 3 billion gold per month by having numbers handed to you in our flipping sections, then check out the Patreon page down below. Either way, though, be sure to join our Discord. I'm always adding more content on there to help you flip. So thank you so much for joining today's stream. I'm going to head out today, and I'll see you guys